Dr. Boudreaux. Olivia Spencer, we've met.
Oh, yes, of course, Olivia. How are you?
Not so great. Do you have a minute to talk?
Sure, though not much more than that, I'm afraid.
Sure.
What can I do for you?
I know that you're working with Lizzie Spaulding, and I know that you can't discuss whatever she tells you in your sessions.
That's right, I
Yeah,
can't.
but if I were to give you a heads up on a problem that I thought she might be having, purely out of concern, you could listen to what I have to say, right?
Which is?
I'm really worried about her. She's done something that leads me to believe she no longer knows the difference between right and wrong. Lizzie's father and I aren't together anymore, and I don't know that we ever will be. So there's a part of me that feels like I shouldn't even be here, but if she were to do something like this again and someone got hurt, I don't think I could forgive myself.
Exactly what is it that Lizzie has done?
You're aware of the Ben Reed situation, that he abducted Marina Cooper from the Bower cabin?
Mel and Rick filled me on everything that wasn't in the papers, but God, it's really tragic.
Yeah, it is. And everyone's been wondering how Ben knew that Marina and Shane Lewis were up there in the first place. Well, after a lot of prodding, Lizzie finally admitted to me that she was the one who gave Ben the information.
All right.
It wasn't an accident. She didn't just slip up. She gave it to him on purpose, knowing that he would go up there, knowing what could happen.
What? You mean Ben actually told Lizzie he was going to abduct Marina?
No, it wasn't that overt. Lizzie knew that Ben was obsessed with Marina, and that Marina was up there with another boy, and that Ben was jealous and angry about it. It's not too much of a leap to assume that...
Actually, I think it is a leap. I thought that Ben knew himself what he was going to do once he got up there, so to assume that Lizzie would know...
All right, you know what, we could debate this point, but Lizzie clearly knew that it was a potentially volatile situation.
Again, I am not so sure. Lizzie is only 17, Olivia.
And she's wise beyond her years.
But still, she is a teenager. And teenagers often do not consider the consequences of their actions.
She was very aware of her consequences. I can almost guarantee that. Look, there's an easy way to find out. Why don't you just talk to her about it?
Only if she brings it up.
Which she promised me she would do. So if she doesn't follow through with that promise, you know she's not being candid, and you can hopefully draw her out and find out why.
Thank you for bringing this information to my attention. And, I'll be mindful of everything you've said. And if you'd ever like to talk with someone, I hope you know my door is always open.
Me? Why?
Well, it sounds like you're facing a lot of changes and challenges in your life right now. You know, being pregnant for the first time and not knowing where you stand with the child's father. And all the tension that's been between you and Lizzie, I'm sure it isn't making matters.
She is a troubled young woman. I wouldn't put anything past her, and if you are smart, you won't either.
Olivia, what are you doing here? Is there something wrong with the baby?
No, nothing's wrong with the baby. I just came here for a checkup and ran into Dr. Boudreaux, and we started talking.
And I'm afraid I really do have to go. Again, if you need to reach me.
Doctor, please just think about what I've said.
Sure.
Lizzie and Beth both think that she's great. If you're thinking about having a session with her.
No, I'm not.
Well, it might not be a bad idea. You know, you're confused about things. Sometimes it's good to talk to somebody objective. Gives you clarity that you might not otherwise
You know,
have.
I'm really not confused about
You know,
anything.
given our circumstances, I would even be willing to do it with you. You can think about it.
Okay.
Look, you're under a lot of stress right now. And that can't possibly be good for the baby. So, if there is anything that I can do to help, tell me.
Thanks. But I'm not the one who needs help right now.